About upgrading to a bigger home, the new features, the big and nice dreamy kitchen. I mean, that sounds amazing, right? Well, before we even get to that, I want you guys to know the pros and cons so you know exactly what to expect. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you are someone who has been rocking with us for a long time, thank you. You know I'm super positive, so we're gonna start off with the pros. So the first pro on my list is it helps with upgrading your lifestyle. So if you have a growing family, you need that home office, or you just need more space, upsizing gives you the flexibility that you need. I mean, people need the space because they have a growing family. So many of my friends are pregnant or about to have a baby or about to get married, and they are gonna need way more space. Those 2-bedroom, 2-bath condos that they've had, now it's time to move it on up to the east side. And when you're expanding your family, other things become priority, which is better schools. So typically when a lot of people are upsizing, they're upsizing to get into those neighborhoods and those better schools for their children. And this honestly helps overall your lifestyle, because when you have a community that supports you and your growing family, you have amenities that help you stay kind of, close niche. You don't have to go all over the city to have a good time. It really does make upsizing affordable and make sense. Another pro is increasing in value. Now this is my jam. I love real estate because I love the appreciation aspect of it. A lot of people don't even think of it, but most homes in Dallas, Texas are appreciating anywhere from 5 to 8% yearly, which is awesome. So when you move up and you get this bigger home, you have potential to rent out the one that you're leaving, or sell it, take that money, pay down the next home so that you have an extremely low bill so that your lifestyle can expand just as your family's expanding. Because if you know, like I know, childcare is not cheap, nor is daycare, nor is just the food, the things, just the activities that come with children. And lastly, my favorite pro is the better features. So a lot of people who are gonna upsize are gonna do new construction. And if you don't do new construction and you do pre-owned, still it's a bigger home, which means that you can dream bigger. You can change out things, like the home that I'm in. I changed out my office, I added this. And so you have a little bit more flexibility in that cash because you're usually selling the property you have to get into this next property. So you have more money to do and make your home be everything that you want and more. And guess what? You get return on your investment, the home's appreciating, and if you decide to sell it in the future, you will. It will be a good investment. Now, if you are someone who is thinking about upsizing but has not really created a game plan for yourself, or you're relocating from out of state to Dallas because it's a great place to invest in 2025, you have come to the right place. Go ahead and schedule a strategy session so I can help you from where you are to where you want to be. I think that sometimes people forget when you fail to plan, you prepare for failure. So it's a free call, it's 15 minutes. I get to know a little bit about you, you get to know a little bit about me, and then we map out what is best for you. Now let's talk about the cons. I know that you already know a lot of these things, but sometimes common sense isn't common practice. So let me encourage you here. When you move and you're upsizing, it is gonna be higher costs. But that's the beautiful part about you either selling your property that you had before or renting it out and taking the profit that you have to help you continue to make the payments on where you're going. Higher costs, what I mean by that is it's gonna be a higher mortgage, it's gonna be higher maintenance, going to be higher utilities. So you just have to realize that you are going to pay more, but you are going to get more. So you got to figure out what makes sense for you. Upkeep is something that a lot of people don't think about, but when you have a bigger house, you have to clean more. I mean, you have to do it more often. And that's something I did not think about when I moved into my bigger property, because it's just me and Jake. And I didn't realize that I enjoyed cleaning my 1,400 square footage, but now cleaning a 2,100 plus square footage home, even though it is only 600 square footage difference, it is a difference. Clean up every day so the upkeep doesn't feel so heavy. And I also encourage you to always get at least once a month someone to come and do a full deep clean. And the reason why is you're not doing any baseboard cleaning, cleaning your walls. Those are things that you do. I mean, I personally would encourage you to hire out once a month or at least once a quarter. And repairs shouldn't really pop up as much, especially if you have a new construction property. However, if you have a resale home, you know, repairs can get costly. I mean, no one wants to move into a new property and say, woohoo, welcome home, you need a new roof, or welcome home, you need a new foundation, because that stuff is not cheap. The next con is the number one question that I have been getting this year, which is, okay, selling my current house now to buy the next one. A lot of people have forgotten how to buy a house because the house that they have was their first home. So they're first time sellers and they forgot how to actually buy. So it's just like, oh my gosh, a lot of uncertainty. And guess what? That's why you need to hire someone that is going to walk you through a tailored plan for you. When you're selling your property first and then buying a next one, there are a lot of things and a lot of moving parts that need to align so that when you move in, it is seamless. Of course, timing the market and figuring out when to sell your property, when to buy and get a good deal are all things that are going through your mind. But remember, you have to take your time, and life happens and we move because life happens. So if you're having a baby, you can't be like, sorry, baby, you have to wait until I find a property on the market before you come out. That's just not how life is. So remember, real estate is very volatile. Get in where you fit in and actually have a plan for you so that when you do make the move and you sell the property first, or you can buy first, there's lots of options. You have that option. And my last two are kind of like funny, but like also true, which is if you're typically upsizing, you're usually going a little further out, which means that you're gonna have longer commutes, which are not as fun because so many people are moving to Dallas, so we have so much traffic. And lastly, furniture and wanting to like up your look of your house. And let me tell you this, like I've told myself and I've told all my clients, create a project list. Do not move in and try to get everything done all at the same time, because you will overwhelm yourself and you will drain your pockets. I've given you the pros, I've given you the cons, so now you have to figure out what works best for you. I know that this video has brought you value, so definitely share it with someone that you know it could help as well. Next week, we will be talking about the difference between Dallas and Fort Worth and what city is best for you in the DFW area. Once again, guys, you're not gonna have it all figured out. Schedule a strategy session so we can help you from where you are to where you want to be. Until next time.
Oh my gosh, there she is. It's Kira Ford. Kira Ford. You don't know what? Never heard? Oh my gosh, she slays every time.